This is Monsters of Little Haven. It is a horror visual novel that we've been given a key for. It's about some children who have hit the trail of a mysterious monster. And weird stuff's happening. And probably some bad stuff. So, we're gonna check it out. It's part of the Missing Calm bundle. That's on Steam at the moment. You can get a bundle of cool games like this one. I'll leave a link in the description for it all. But without further ado, let us try not to die horribly. Maybe.
Chapter Escape.
Hello? That's quite loud. How's it going, Mr. Narrator?
When Kenneth left the house to find his sister, the sun was still just breaking through the thick clouds.
They said I have to read it all. I appreciate that.
Having circled the village of Little Haven, Kenneth's voice was beginning to give out.
Oh no.
Esme! Esme!
Ah yes, a child.
She wasn't even in their place under the big oak that stands in the middle of the wheat field near the house. Desperate, he sat under the oak tree for several hours until it began to drizzle. He turned around to the sound of wet footsteps behind him and saw Esme. Kenneth was angry, but his sister's shabby appearance immediately softened his tone. Where have you been? I was looking all over for you.
That is a cross boy.
Sorry, I didn't mean to. Come on, the hurricane's coming. Kenneth took his sister's hand and led her toward the house. Well, you're all wet. What happened? Oh, I was attacked by a monster. A monster? I ran away from it and got lost. Well, now Mom and Dad will think that we ran away. I'm sorry.
I mean, you could just explain what happened to them, but sure. Oh, now I can choose. No need to apologize, just don't do it again, I guess. Don't bump into monsters, bro.
No need to apologize. Just don't do it again. But You're too old for these fairy tales.
That's not quite what I meant, but okay.
You're the one in denial. Esme was soaking wet, and her small steps were accompanied by squelching sounds. Kenneth stopped and helped Esme pour the water out of her boots. How did you get so much water in there? I don't know. After wrapping her in his jacket, Kenneth rushed down the washed-away trail to the house. Thanks. The way home was riddled with fear of the impending punishment, along with squelching boot noises.
Is this where we learn that our parents have been murdered by the monster? Oh no.
Well, it's a good thing that Grandma doesn't know, or who knows what she might think up. I agree. Grandma always has some story in her head. 5 minutes late, and she already imagines a pack of angry dogs or bandits attacking you.
I mean, that's called anxiety. I think Grandma has anxiety. I can relate.
Or that you tripped over a rock in the woods and fell unconscious, face first, into an anthill. This conversation lifted their spirits. When is Grandma coming? Oh, I don't know. Probably whenever she and Dad make up. Oh, I miss Grandma. A heavy silence fell, but it didn't last long. Do you remember Baloo?
Isn't that a character from the Jungle Book?
With those words, it was as if she had stabbed Kenneth between the ribs. He remembered.
The way that the narrator just like casually is explaining this, but then some of the things that they're saying, this weird juxtaposition, I'm ready for spooks.
That was the name of the dog the Murphy family had buried a couple of years ago. Kenneth was very fond of Baloo, and his death really hit him hard. And then, for a few months, he slept hugging his old collar.
Oh, bro, I'm sorry.
At first, Kenneth could burst into tears at any time, so that even the other side of the pillow wasn't always dry.
I do remember. I believe it or not, I do. I was traumatized.
Well, of course I remember. Will you give me his collar? It's just hanging on your backpack. No, and don't you dare touch it. At that moment, they had almost reached the plot, surrounded by a fence, looking fairly battered after all the years. As soon as they crossed it, something frightened Esme. She froze, pointing her finger toward the shed at the pier. Oh, hear that?
No. What is it? Is it spooks?
What?
I'm ready for the spooks. I'm like sat here like the spooks are gonna happen.
There's a monster. Let's go home, or we'll get in trouble. As if she had heard something, Esme began to make a whining sound. Well, it's going to be okay. Come on. But he will come at night.
I want to see some spooks. What's in the shed? Let's go.
We'll make sure there aren't any monsters and go home, okay?
This is how I die.
Okay. Kenneth took her hand and they went to the pier. Esme clutched Kenneth's hand, squeezing his palm. Even on the way to the shed, Esme was trying to look behind the half-open doors, which were moaning on the rusted hinges. In the half-light, it made tense even Kenneth. After approaching the shed, Kenneth opened the door in one motion, propped it with a stone, and then, with a bold gesture, invited Esme to come in.
Damn, this kid's got some courage. Let's go.
Oh, I'm scared. Thunder rumbled.
I love how that line was delivered. Let's go.
Oh, did you see that? Someone was there. Nobody's here. Come on. Why do you say that when you saw him yourself? You were looking right at him. Well, I saw, like, it must have been some kind of a shadow, like yours. Kenneth took control of the situation. He was fooling around. He went inside with swagger, demonstrating the absence of monster, although he doubted it himself.
And then Kenneth died.
Not a soul. But the door was open. Oh, it's always open. Dad must have been in here recently. We'll close the door. Before Esme could answer, Kenneth took her in his arm and carried her out of the shed, knocking out the stone that held the door on the way. And then, for Esme's peace of mind, he slid back the loosened latch. Esme pressed herself against Kenneth's shoulder and whispered in his ear, "Are you sure he won't come out?" Kenneth played along.
If he comes out, we'll be there to support him.
Of course. Have you seen how big the lock is? Esme had calmed down, but later added very quietly under her breath, "I hope it's not too cold in there for him." On the doorstep, Kenneth met Mom and Dad. They were solemnly showing out a stranger in a formal outfit. As soon as he approached, the adults' conversation stopped. "Go up to your room, honey. I'll be right there." Satisfied that they had escaped punishment, Kenneth and Esme hurried up the stairs to their room. In the room, there was a glass of milk and a plate of pancakes on the table waiting for them. Kenneth took the wet jacket off Esme, rubbed her hair with a thin blanket, and sat her down at the table. "Here, you should eat." "Oh, thank you." "They're quite cold, though. Do you want me to go downstairs and warm them up?" "Oh, no, they're delicious. Thanks." "Don't go down there. Sit with me." Kenneth was afraid of his parents' reaction to their escape. but everything was still quiet. Well, let's hang the wet dress up to dry.
I don't trust this. This is way too like, oh, it's fine, everything's fine.
Oh, thanks. Now go to bed.
Also, it's a little bit annoying that every single screen has to like fade out and fade back in. But you know, it's alright.
Kenneth covered his sister with a blanket and lay down on his bed. They were both staring blankly at the ceiling until Esme said, "Oh, I wish the monster was gone." "Oh, it's going to be okay. You need to sleep." "All right." Esme curled up into a ball and turned to the wall. There was an awkward knock at the door, followed by the equally awkward mother's tone. "Are you okay?" Kenneth looked at Esme. She was almost sleeping.
Oh yeah, that just might be bones from the shed, Mom. Don't worry about it.
"Yep." Behind his mother, he heard Father's quiet voice from downstairs. "Oh, don't wake him up." "Good night."
Are you referring to the kid or the monster in the shed?
The door closed. Esme rustled in bed and turned to Kenneth. "Why didn't they scold us?" I don't know."
Maybe the guy in the suit was a divorce lawyer. They're gonna come in later and be like, okay, so...
It seemed that Esme had fallen asleep. He heard his parents talking softly downstairs. Then he heard cabinet doors opening and a kind of softly tinkling. It became more quiet. Kenneth was sleepy. He overheard the room door creaking. Kenneth pretended to be asleep. A beam of light spilled onto his bed from the half-open door. A moment later, the door closed gently. Kenneth fell asleep.
Okay, so far, pretty pedestrian. We're chilling.
Thunder rumbled.
It's all good. We're just in bed. Nothing to see here.
As Kenneth opened his eyes a little, he flinched to the wall out of fright as he saw Esme's shadow in front of him in the light of the lightning flash. She was sitting on the bed, terrified, with her knees pressed to her chest. The door to the room was open. Kenneth ran to her and knelt beside her. "What's the matter? Are you afraid of the thunder?" "Oh, there was a monster looking for something." Kenneth was confused, feeling helpless because of his sister's behavior. Usually, stories about the monster didn't go this far. "Well, what was the monster looking for?" "Oh, for me, of course. But I hid, like this."
Damn. Esme, you are a master of stealth.
She demonstrated, covering her eyes with her palms. "Even being this close, he didn't see me. What a stupid fool. Searched through the nightstands, the closet, under the bed, as if I could fit in there."
Dunking on the monster like, you stupid fool, you couldn't see me. Damn. Esme popping off.
"You want me to call Mom and Dad?" "Oh, no, don't." Kenneth noticed a puddle on the sheet under Esme and read shame in her eyes. Pretending there was nothing there, he moved her to his bed.
Ah, she peed her pants.
"Why didn't you call the parents?"
"Oh, I was scared. You and I are already in trouble."
"And what happened next?"
"Oh, at some point, he leaned over you as if he wanted to bite off half of your face with his big, toothy jaws."
"Or to kiss you, ha ha."
What is this dialogue? Esme, you good?
"Yes."
"Well, I didn't see. He attacked me differently."
So your monster wants to give me a kiss, but attacks you? I wonder what new notes are you going to add to your diary about the monster?" Esme became upset. Kenneth gave up. He just sat there for a while, waiting for what came next. Esme ran to her bed, lifted the corner of the mattress briskly, took out her diary, and put it in Kenneth's hands, as if trying to convince him of something. Kenneth knew about the diary, but Esme always kept it to herself. The book looked worn out, and at the same time, girly neat.
What is girly neat? Okay.
Kenneth carefully held the diary in his hands, appreciating Esme's trust. A bow knot. Well done, Kenneth thought, keeping all jokes to himself for the time being.
Is this where we learn about monster?
Read.
Okay. I read the book.
Maybe later? He put the diary on his nightstand. Oh, you won't laugh, will you? Esme asked, as if she regretted giving away her personal diary. Oh, of course not. And don't tell anyone. Esme sat in front of Kenneth with glowing eyes and seemed not to even think about going to sleep. While Kenneth was wondering how to calm Esme down, she continued the conversation first. Why, have you ever seen it? Oh, the monster? Yep.
Well, I mean, I haven't seen the monster. It says I apparently should have seen it in the shed, but I don't know. I'm gonna say no, I guess.
Well, I haven't seen it. And if you had, would you tell anyone? I don't know. Why? Well, probably because no one would believe me. Oh, that's stupid. How come? Why doesn't anyone believe me? I really did see it.
Oh, you know what? Sure. I believe you. Whatever.
Well, I believe you.
I just want to see the spooky monster. Oh.
Chapter Murphy's.
Next chapter. Okay. Spooky, maybe?
Kenneth fell asleep from exhaustion while sitting on the floor, but a few minutes later was awoken by Esme. Oh, it's not true. Kenneth was tired of Esme's antics and was getting angry with her. Oh, what's not true? Well, it's not true that no one saw him. I saw drawings of him in the attic. What drawings? Well, the same as in my diary. Well, what could that mean? Esme defiantly folded her arms and frowned. And now wait, how did you get into the attic? It's never been opened. Well, I was careful. Where did you get the key? Esme handed him Dad's set of keys.
Esme really is popping off. What else has she done that we don't know?
What have you done? Where'd you get them? Dad will be furious. Well, I got them from his closet while you were sleeping. They heard a noise coming from the shed at the pier.
Uh-oh.
Esme didn't waste time and expressed the most expected thing. Oh, it's a monster! We were there and found nobody. Oh, I saw it out the window. It's there again.
Why am I not seeing this? Can I see this monster, please? I'm curious.
Behind the door, they heard their father's rapid footsteps. He ran into the parents' bedroom, which was right next to their room. Kenneth was peeping through the half-open door. Dad took out a hunting rifle and ran down the stairs, slamming the front door behind him. It seemed he was drunk.
Oh.
Kenneth slipped out to the door of the attic and began picking out the right key.
We're just not gonna bother about our dad then. Okay. I'm sure our dad's fine outside with a gun while inebriated. It's all good. Oh, we can do something. Is it this key? No. What about this key? Yeah. Show me the spooks.
Thunder rumbled. Kenneth unlocked the door to the attic. Well, where were the keys? Oh, in the box. Well, where exactly? Oh, please, hurry. Dad's coming.
With a gun.
Without
While
waiting for
drunk.
an answer, Kenneth ran into the parents' bedroom, put the keys under one of the tables, and ran back to his room. Mother's voice came from downstairs. Son, come down, please. Kenneth went downstairs. Mom was sitting in a chair near the TV, broadcasting generic white noise. Judging by the bags under her eyes, he hadn't slept in a while. Mom, is everything okay? Mom looked devastated. She could hardly smile.
What's going on?
I wanted to ask you the same thing. You're such a good boy.
Kenneth was embarrassed.
Come to me.
It seemed Mother wanted to say something but couldn't get the words out, so she hugged Kenneth tightly instead, like a rag doll. The front door swung open. Kenneth took a few steps back. Father came in the living room with the rifle over his shoulder, holding a blood-stained carcass of a fox by the tail.
Isn't this in the middle of the night? How did he do that?
I finally managed to catch this beast. It's been running from me for ages. Dad threw the carcass on the floor in front of Brenda and Kenneth.
Not the fox! Oh!
Kenneth noticed that the fox was still moving, but he didn't show it.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, well...
Baloo used to hunt them down. Father went to the fridge, took out a beer bottle, and took a couple of sips. Oh, he was a great dog. He could cling to the throat and not let go till the end.
That's great, man.
Stop it.
Right, Kenneth?
You could have learned a lot from him. I think the fox is still alive. I don't know. I mean, Sure, I'll be passive-aggressive. 10-year-old or whatever.
Well, you had a lot to learn from him. Now, don't get smart with me.
Don't yell at him.
What is happening?
In a moment of total insanity, the fox abruptly jumped up, made a circle around the first floor, then fled up the stairs, leaving behind little red marks.
Yes! Go, fox, go! Go, fox, go! I'm rooting for the fox, let's go!
Father took the rifle and ran upstairs. Kenneth was alone with his mother. Well, Esme told me there was a monster in the shed. I almost believed her.
We each have our own little monsters, and sometimes big ones.
No, Mom, I think she meant literally a guy in the shed, but...
Oh, you too?
Me too.
Well, it's probably not a fox, or you'd be scared of it. Mother smiled.
No, I'm not afraid of foxes. Why aren't you in bed yet? You've been on your feet since morning.
Oh, I'm not tired. He heard Father's voice from the second floor. Damn beast. Seems it jumped out the window of the nursery. Father came down the stairs and left the house to search for the wounded fox. Kenneth went up the stairs and saw 4 eyes shining in the darkness of the nursery.
Hello?
He hurried into the room to Esme. She was sitting in the corner, holding the wounded fox.
The fox is alive, let's go!
Kenneth closed the door tightly and turned on the nightlight. What are you doing? It could bite you. Kenneth reached out to snatch the fox from Esme's hands, but she dodged away, clutching it to her. She's hurt, and she hid in the corner under the bed. I got her out, and I'm making her better. Well, how are you doing that? By whispering nice things to her to take the pain away.
Oh, that's cute.
Kenneth turned his attention to the neck of the red monster. Baloo's collar was hanging on it.
Oh shit, you touched the collar. What is wrong with you?
What have you done? Well, I thought you'd like it.
No.
Oh, give it back.
You thought wrong. He is pissed.
Kenneth rushed to Esme, but the fox escaped her arms and ran down. Kenneth, in despair, called out to Father. Dad, it's here! Catch it! Kenneth ran up the stairs and saw that the fox had stopped right in front of his father at the entrance and was making a noise like a growl or a squeal. It has Baloo's collar! Catch it! His father grabbed the fox by the collar and took it off, then grabbed the fox by the scruff of the neck and threw it out, closing the door. Well, I'm not even going to ask how the collar got on its damn neck. Father put the bloody collar in Kenneth's hand.
Yes, here, small child, have a collar covered in blood. Absolutely fine.
He had a fox bite on his forearm. You're bleeding. Let me treat it. Father left the rifle in the hallway and went to the sink. Well, I won't die. Just need to wash it out. His mother went to Kenneth and whispered in his ear, asking him to go to his room. You need sleep. Kenneth went to his room. After entering the room, Kenneth saw Esme sitting on the floor and staring aimlessly out the window. Huh, can't sleep? Kenneth sat down next to her. Nope. Why aren't you sleeping? Yeah, I can't either.
What do you mean? I've just had a fox escapade. What is happening?
I'm sorry about the collar. I didn't mean to make you angry. No, never mind. Kenneth showed Esme the collar in his hand. Oh, I feel sad. For Baloo? For Baloo, too. Who are you talking about? Poor Dad. Why pity him? I don't know. He's always so grumpy and angry. Esme was about to cry. I wouldn't want to be angry and sad. Poor Mom. And poor you. Poor everyone. Esme burst into tears. Kenneth rushed to hug her. Oh, it's okay. Don't cry. But why is he so angry? How come?
I'm too young to be figuring this out, Esme. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe it's probably something. Where's the spooks,
Oh,
man?
maybe something made him that way. Maybe.
Where are the spooks?
I want to sleep, but I can't. Stupid day. Well, let's play. I have a riddle for you. If you can't guess, you'll try to sleep again. Oh, sure, but if I guess, I'll ask you a riddle too. What if I don't guess? Esme's brow furrowed, showing a complex thinking process. Nothing. I don't know. Deal.
Easy.
Why do lions eat raw meat?
The art of the deal.
Oh, it's easy.
That's not a riddle. That's not how riddles work.
They have paws. They can't cook anything. Oh, you've heard this riddle before.
I feel like that's just more of a joke, but okay.
Now it's your turn. Sad and beautiful, but not me. Oh, is that your riddle?
That's not a riddle either. Bro.
Yes, it is. Answer me.
What? Mom?
Is it Mom? Yes. How did you know?
Because it was a trash riddle, Esme. How old are you?
Well, that's an easy riddle. I guess. Esme yawned and stretched herself. Kenneth approached his bed and spread the blanket. Oh, go to bed. It's late. What about you? I'll guard the house for Monster. Kenneth waited for Esme to fall asleep and carefully left the room, closing the door behind him.
I thought we didn't.
Chapter, Brenda.
I thought we didn't believe in monsters, though. I haven't seen a single monster yet. What is happening?
Kenneth went downstairs to his mother, who was cleaning up the house after the predator's visit. His father, as was his custom, passed out in the chair.
I love the just casual alcoholic dad. You know, that's nice.
Mom, can I help you? No, there's not much left to do. Thanks. Well, let me help.
No, child, go to bed.
Kenneth grabbed a brush and began to help his mother with the cleaning.
Oh, I can do something. That's not how you clean, silly child. Click, click. There you go. Alright. I guess we did it?
Thanks. Why are you awake? It's very late.
That's what I keep saying. Oh, there.
Oh, I put Esme to bed, but I don't want to sleep just yet.
You're like 2, so go to bed. End of game.
His mother shuddered like from electric shock or an unpleasant memory. Esme? How is she? Well, she was crying, told me about the monster again. The monster? Yep, her diary's full of notes about it.
Have we read the diary? I thought we said we'd read it later.
She also asked when Grandma was coming. Carrie promised to visit us the other day. Why do you always call Grandma by her first name? She's your mother. It's just like this. I didn't have a mom as a kid. Well, everyone has a mother. Yes, but it so happens that some kids are separated from their mothers while still very young. Sometimes without even knowing who their mom is. Oh, it's terrible. Kenneth's mother was plunged into memories and could not stop herself from continuing her story. I was Esme's age when I was sent to another country, to Australia, to a school for children without parents like me. I suffered there a lot.
Oh, jeez. Mom's having flashbacks. Mom, are you okay? I think maybe you need to get some sleep. Jesus.
There were all kinds of monsters, and no one needed children. And only when I was 17, Carrie, your grandmother, rescued me by adopting. She had to overcome a lot of difficulties to do it. She is a real mother. But I was already an adult, so I got used to calling her by name. It was embarrassing to call her Mom. Oh, that's too bad. I think she'd like that. Mother stroked his head, ruffling his hair. You're always right. Do you know where the diary is?
Yes, I do.
Oh, Esme gave it to me. Turns out she was hiding it under her mattress. Can I see it, please?
It's her personal diary, Mom. What the hell?
Oh, I shouldn't. She promised to let me read it.
Well, get it from her yourself then.
Oh, really? I'm telling the truth.
I don't believe you, Mom.
Kenneth quietly entered the room. Esme was sleeping facing the wall. Kenneth took Esme's diary and went downstairs. Oh, here it is. Thanks. Why don't you go get some sleep? Why don't you lie down, close your eyes, and count to 100? And if you still don't want to, come to me? Oh, I'll try.
I don't trust this at all.
Kenneth returned to the room. He looked at Esme's bed, but found no trace of the evening incident. He made the bed and lay down. Kenneth fell asleep before he could even count to 10.
Weak.
The bright light from the window was not able to wake Kenneth, but the noise still alarmed him. When he awoke, the other bed was empty. There was a noise from the yard. Kenneth left the room and went downstairs. His mother was in the kitchen. Her face was tear-stained, but without any emotion.
What is happening? It's like, it's low-key creepy right now. Because, like, it's all just, oh yeah, maybe there's a monster, maybe not, I don't know. We all have an alcoholic dad. Our mom has a weird, sad backstory. There's creepy drawings. I'm so confused. And I'm worried it's all just gonna drop and get really scary. But, like, you know, I don't know what's happening.
Mom, what happened? Good morning, my boy. What's that noise? Well, someone called Dad and told him the police were coming.
What?
Esme's diary lay in front of his mother.
What? Why does that matter?
The sound of the boat engine starting and metal ringing could be heard in the background. Oh, and where's Esme? Have you seen her today?
If I had, would I ask?
No, I woke up and the bed was empty.
I just got up, bro. Bear with me.
Mother hugged Kenneth and whispered softly in his ear in a nervous, choking voice.
What is happening?
She's gone. Please remember yesterday.
What do you mean she's gone?
Oh, what do you mean? Yesterday she ran away from home again and I found her.
What is happening? What?
She's dead. She's gone.
What?
Esme was found in the water at the pier.
What do you mean? What? Why is this going from 0 to 100 so quickly?
When you found out, you ran away from home.
What? I just woke up.
But I saw her. Steady noise of the engine came from the pier.
What is happening?
Brenda hugged Kenneth even tighter and then pulled away. I love you. Be strong.
But you're not answering my questions.
Whatever happens, give Esme's diary to the people who are coming today.
But what is happening? I'm so confused.
Brenda reached for the rifle that had been there since last night. Your father is a monster. Don't leave the house.
What? Okay. Sure thing, Mom.
She checked if the gun had ammunition and went out of the house toward the pier.
Okay.
Kenneth rushed to the door.
What is happening?
He saw his angry father coming to meet his mother.
And she's about to shoot him. What is he? Okay, I'm just gonna let it happen. Just let it happen. I mean, she told me to stay in the house. So, I guess I should do what my mom says? And my sister's dead, but okay? I'm gonna stay away?
There was a roar of briskly approaching cars and slamming doors nearby. Put the gun down. Father was coming closer. Stay back. Stop. I'll explain.
Explain what? I don't
The
understand.
police ran in and saw the skirmish. Drop your weapons. Father made a few more steps towards Mother.
Bro, you're gonna get shot.
Thunder rumbled. Rifle first, then service weapons. Father and Mother fell backwards.
Wait, what? Huh?
Kenneth rushed to his mother.
Why is my mom on the ground? Did the police shoot my parents? Why would you do that? I don't understand. understand what's going on. Huh? What did you... What? Huh? Excuse me? I don't... But what? What? I don't understand what happened. Is the horror the realization that I don't understand what happened? Okay. So there are 8 different endings, apparently. But what did that mean? Our sister was actually dead, but we interacted with her and brought her home and stuff anyway. And our dad is somehow a monster, but don't know why. Both of our parents are now dead. Okay. Cool. Okay. You have officially piqued my interest, game. I will give you that. I don't understand. Did I somehow get the worst ending on my first playthrough? Like, what? I don't... My head hurts. Okay, I'm gonna go question my life choices somewhere else. But that was weird. There was like a really slow burn, and then it all just kind of snowballed at the end, and I assume my choices affected that somehow? But like, I don't know how. Huh. Okay. Well, I'm gonna leave a link in the description if you wanna figure out this mess yourself. I'm gonna go. I gotta go. My brain hurts. But that was definitely interesting. And a pretty cool way of telling that kind of story, so... yeah, it kept my attention. I'll give it that. So, yeah, thank you to the devs for the key, the games in the Missing Cam bundle, if you want some other games as well. And I hope you have a less traumatic day than these children had. So, bye.